Like Chiharu told me, Shizuyo is the it girl. You know, the kind that just stands around in sewers, handing out little red balloons to children, luring them in, shouting "You'll float too." That kind of it girl. Stephen King's it girl. Hello everybody, welcome back to an exciting episode of MugAndPlay. I am Nick, we're playing more Missing Time, and if it seems like during the duration of this episode that I have some sort of clairvoyance and I know what's going to happen, it's because this is the second time I'm attempting to record this episode. I had some technical difficulties that I didn't realize till after the fact. Hopefully they've been corrected. Let's continue. That leaves one final person to decide. Emery holds her head up haughtily as all eyes fall on her. Ember is a bit uncertain, while Chiharu and Shizuyo are hopeful. With the three of us agreeing to stay, Ember technically doesn't need Emery to. They don't match each other well, and both are quite entitled to their own opinions. Well, I will stay. For now. You will? Hooray! Alright, thanks. Don't thank me yet. Alright then, we won't thank you just yet. There isn't much to talk about after that. We agree to meet up again on Friday to discuss what we can do next. Over the next few days, I keep my eyes and ears out for any type of rumors. I haven't acquired a new taste for gossip, but I happen to be curious about the rest of my club now, especially after my conversation with Chiharu in our last meeting. There isn't much about Emery from what I've already known. People either don't have a lot to say about her or are not willing to. It makes sense in a way. She's somewhat an important figure in town. Good. A lot of people seem surprised that Emery actually attends public school instead of having private tutors like most of her family did. She doesn't have a lot of friends, or any for that matter, tends to keep to herself and is most often seen talking to the teachers or staff rather than the students. Well, that's alright. Folks just want to do their own thing, let them be, gosh dang. Emery has that kind of untouchable aura about her, unapproachable at times. I can't help but think she always looks a bit lonely, but maybe Emery prefers it that way. It's true, I know people who have gotten tattoos strictly because they want to look as unapproachable as possible. The same can't be said about her sister. Like Chiharu told me, Shizuyo is the it girl. You know, the kind that just stands around in sewers, handing out little red balloons to children, luring them in, shouting "You'll float too." That kind of it girl. Stephen King's it girl. There's always people surrounding her. She's always seen doing something with someone, gravitating from one clique to another and fitting in like a fish in water with no matter who she hangs out with. It sounds like a clown. People surrounding her, doing something with someone, you know, pulling them into a sewer, you know, killing people. I haven't seen the movie or read the book. I don't know. I can only assume that the clown in the movie is bad. Everyone knows Shizuyo, and everyone has something to say about her. Mostly shouting "You'll float too." What most spoken about her is her dating history. Oh no, are you the newest victim who falls for Shizuyo's charms? Wait, what? No, I'm just asking because she's in the same club as me. Uh-huh. Shizuyo is a well-known flirt. She's dated most of the popular boys in school and is rumored to have dated a few college students and even older men. Okay. Not gonna judge, but Shizuyo, who are you Jess? Older men? Not while you're in high school. But while I can see a lot of people frowning upon that, they don't want to speak ill of her, mostly because of her family's name. Also because people actually like being around Shizuyo. Like my classmate said, she really does have her own brand of charms. Ember, now that's a curious case. The two words people use about her are rude and mean. I thought with her physique, she'd be a lot more popular with the boys, while some girls would be jealous of her. And that isn't the case. Some people seem outright afraid of her, saying that she has ties with gangs and that she would beat people up if she doesn't like them. Even though athletic, she isn't in any sports club because of her extremely competitive streak and people just don't like her. Well, maybe if they got to know her, maybe they wouldn't be so quick to judge. Sure, a bunch of her friends have been murdered and she hasn't, and that kind of paints her in a way kind of as a suspect, but doesn't mean people have to be rude. She tends to keep to herself, seldomly seen accompanied by anyone, and only speaks to others when necessary. Now that's just mean. I'm a bit taken aback by her exclaim when I told Chiharu about the rumors. They don't even take the time to know her, how can they judge her like that? I agree. I think it's bad. It's just the things I've heard, honestly. I know, but it's still mean. Chiharu can be quite stubborn when it comes to people. She firmly believes that everyone has good in them, no matter what other people say. Bless her heart. Well, it's true. I believe everyone has some good in them. sometimes it's just overshadowed by dickishness and douchery. Don't be a dicky douche or a douchey dick. Be a supporter of your local library. That's what you should be. After hearing what I had to say, she adamantly vows to spend more time with Ember and prove that everyone else is wrong about our club's president. It's a good thing they ended up in the same class too, along with Emery. On the other hand, while I've been able to gather a lot of intel about my club mates, there hasn't been much info about the cases at all. I thought since a few of the victims were from this school, I could perhaps get some information out of the students, but nobody wants to talk about it. Well, yeah, they don't want, like, to talk about the deaths of their friends to the person who's new to town. They don't owe you anything, dude. Gee whiz. Some don't even recognize the names. I have a bit of luck regarding the teachers, though, when I decided to bring it up to a lower classman in Chiharu's club when I'm helping out one day. Mr. Sugiyama? I remember him, but he really wasn't a teacher. Oh, what was he? More like a hall monitor. He was really awful, though, scolding people for the tiniest reasons. He reduced one of my friends to tears just because her tie looks wrong. Oh, wow, that's really harsh. Do you know what happened to him? Not really. Not that anyone cares. Everyone was relieved when he was gone. It's a bit morbid. I'm told the other faculty staff, Mrs. Okane, was a bit of a nightmare too. She had a tendency to lash out at students for the smallest reasons, gave out unjust punishments, and, as rumor has it, accepted bribes to give certain students higher grades in the book. Yeah, makes sense. I feel like if a teacher's doing shady shit, something tells me that they're not above taking bribes. There seems to be a pattern forming here. The people who were victims all had done something bad or morally questionable. Makes me wonder if the culprit is one of those serial killers, thinking there is some kind of vigilante acting out of the people's interests. I wonder how much of the rumors are true and if how much is just ill-spoken words. Brings a chill down my spine. Ugh. Who would be safe in this environment? Is the culprit done with their streak, or are they still out there, lurking, streaking? Do we find out at long last that the killer's been nude all along? Is it that kind of game? Makes me worry about my friends, my clubmates, Ember in particular. It should make you worry about Chiharu, because she lives alone. She's new around here. And despite my enthusiasm about digging up information, the deadline for changing clubs nags at the back of my head. It isn't just all the dead people. Alright, that's about 80% of the reason why, but also the animosity between Ember and Emery in particular, not to mention Emery's implication about the deaths prior to the cases. Like everything else, I did bring up the issues with the club to Chiharu, and Chiharu being Chiharu feels terrible about it, but admits she also thinks the same. I do like the others, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I can hang around. Why don't you just go to another club then? I thought about it, but I feel really bad. I do like Ember and Shizuyo, even Emery, and Ember would be really mad if I leave. Yeah, but if it makes you feel uncomfortable, then you shouldn't force yourself. But Ember really is your friend, then she wouldn't be angry for you for wanting to leave. And if she gets angry, then she wouldn't be that good of a friend now, would she? But based on what people are saying, something tells me it's going to be the latter of those two things, so prepare for that. Maybe. But what about you? What about me? Don't you want to leave too? Yeah, but I don't know if there's any other club I would want to participate. I'd rather not be part of any club at all. Yet these extracurriculars are mandatory, thus making them just curriculars. Damn these curriculars. Though to be honest, any other club would probably be much safer than this one. You're still as antisocial as ever. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, well, how about you? Are you interested in any other club? Oh, I have actually been looking at the cooking club. Oh yeah? That's pretty predictable. Chiharu has always been rather keen on cooking things ever since we were children. Even though some of her experiments turned out disastrous, she's never quite lost her enthusiasm in culinary arts, evident by her insistence on making lunch for both of us from time to time. Hey, if she's doing well enough that she wants to share her cooking with you, and in a dope-ass bento box, boy, you better take it. I like how we can encourage her, but not join her. We can't leave the club. Alright, we can only encourage her. You can do it, kid. We believe in you. That's a great idea. Your cooking skills have improved loads since we were kids. I'm sure they'll be happy to have you. You really think so? I know so. You do have a talent for that stuff. Okay. Thanks, Pops and Dugnut. You're welcome, kid. You got that. You got that cooking charm. That little encounter after school leaves me mentally exhausted. Not for the first time. I seriously contemplated leaving the club for good. Chiharu seems to have made her pick anyway. And if Chiharu joins cooking club, then there's no point for me sticking around. As much as I like the others, the atmosphere in the last meeting and everything it revealed truly troubled me. Distracted by my own thoughts, I almost dropped the plate I've been washing while my grandpa is mentioned in the next room. The hospital hasn't gotten back to me about Dad yet.
So? Didn't they say he passed of a heart attack?
Yes, but there's no heart failure history in our family. It's just...
Sudden.
Yes. Have me be your voice actor in your next AAA video game title. And or audiobook. Why not? I do voices. Silence falls as my dad moves to comfort Mom. I shut down the water, but it isn't just sadness that I feel. People with no history of heart attack died of strokes. All of them were alone, with no family in town. Sounds familiar. Suddenly, it feels like the air just dropped several degrees, making the hair on my neck stand on end. This can't be it, right? It is what it is. The timing is just a coincidence. But the way Emery looked at me, was she trying to imply my grandpa was a possible victim? Shaking my head as if that would shake the thoughts away, I will my heart to stop beating so fast. Even Emery said so herself. No theory or speculation is real until proven so. Turning the tap on and resume washing the rest of the dishes. Like I was told to. The other room, my parents have started talking again. I was expecting him to request the memorial service to be held at the shrine.
Oh, right. He used to work there, right?
Yeah. This time I dropped the plate. Careful, Babs and Dinah, don't break stuff! Who do you think you are, Limp Biscuit?
Yeah, you're a Limp Biscuit.
Yeah, listen to your father, you're not Limp Biscuit. This is the type of A+ ad-libbing you could have in your next AAA video game title or audiobook. Consider it. Just consider it. Sorry, Mom. Shaken, I shut down the water again. My heart rate picks up once more. Grandpa used to work at the shrine? No wonder he kept going on and on about the legends and taking us to the place every so often. He got an employee discount. He was acting like it was this big thing, but really he only pays $5 to get in, and guests of his get in free. What the... All this time, Grandpa was a cheapskate. Does Emery know that too? Does she remember him? Me? I don't know. Biting my lips, I rush past the remaining chores and go back to my room. This bit of revelation has destabilized my intentions of leaving the club. My mom is always impeccable about family's health. If she said Grandpa had no heart failure history, then he simply didn't. And the fact that the hospital didn't confirm with her is just... It looks like it might just stick around for a while. At least until I figure out what happened to my grandpa. Maybe, hopefully Emery is wrong, and that people who died of natural causes were just that. It had nothing to do with the cases. And my grandpa had nothing to do with the cases. He wasn't the killer or anything like that. And if you think he was, then my grandpa will beat you up. He doesn't take no shit. Well, I mean, he's dead, but yeah. On my way out, 2 days before our next meeting, I spot Ember and Shizio huddling together near the tracks. Surprised because I've never seen them hanging out together outside of club time, I approach, intending to say hi. Be plain stupid. Are they yelling about something? Oh, hey, Bobson Dugnut, what's up? Hey, guys, I'm just on my way home. What's going on? What's with the dramatic building yourself up music, huh? Just catching up on some details. Heard you've been busy investigating as well. Sheepishly, I scratch the back of my head. Ember lifts an eyebrow at me. I'm just like, I mean, I've been doing my own research. Ember's just like, have you? You draw too much attention to yourself. People notice that kind of thing, you know? My choices are sorry, or why not? Why not? I thought we were supposed to investigate as much as we could. Yeah, but if the gangs are involved, it would be safer to be discreet about it. That's a bit paranoid, don't you think? Think what you want. It's not like I'm concerned about your safety or anything. Okay, tsundere, Ember. Let's not go too tsundere. Too soon with the tsundere. Whoa, someone seems a bit on edge today, but I suppose I shouldn't be testing her patience more. She does have good intentions after all. Thanks, I didn't mean for you to worry. It's fine. We sink into a bit of an awkward silence. Shizuyo glances between us, then clears her throat. Ahem. Anyhow, did you manage to find any leads? No, not really. Nobody wants to talk about anything, it seems. Feels like they either don't want to talk about it or just want to forget everything that ever happened. After a thought, I decide to prompt. Do either of you know the teachers personally? No, not really. Never had a run-in with Mr. Sugiyama, and I was never in any of Mrs. Okane's classes. I was given detention by Sugiyama once. That's it. Of course you were, Ember. How am I not shocked by that? Alright. Anyhow, I think most of this stuff should be waited until we have the meeting anyway. I'm gonna take off now. Ember, remember what I told you. What'd she tell her? Waving, Shizuyo starts walking away, leaving me and Ember behind. Oh, we can chase after Shizuyo, stay with Ember, or go home. Well, I don't want to, like, just go up to Ember and be like, Hi, Ember. Bye, Ember. Wait, popular girl, come back. No, I think I'll stay with Ember, because I don't want to go home, because that's just, like, looking at her and anyway, and just being like, well, bye. We don't want that. Let's stay with Ember. How's it going, Ember? How you doing? How you been? I watch as Shizuyo disappears around the corner and then turn to face Ember. She seems lost in thoughts, staring down at her shoes with eyebrows knitting together. You alright? What? Sorry, my eyebrows were busy knitting or something. What were you saying? You okay? You seem a bit on edge today. I didn't interrupt or anything important, did I? What? No, it wasn't anything important. Shizuyo just gave me an update on her end, that's all. Assuming the update is about the investigation, I nod. That's fine then, but you sure you're okay? I'm alright. Sorry, didn't mean to be grumpy. Just I have a lot on my mind, you know? Yeah, you know. Friends worried about getting murdered. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Do you want to talk about it? Why would I want to? It'll make you feel better, goddamn. Surprised at her reverse question, I scratched the back of my head, chuckling sheepishly. Well, that's what friends do, right? I mean, we're friends, right? What I'm trying to say is, if you feel like something is bothering you and want to talk about it, you can always talk to me. Now I'm rambling. Ember stares a mixture of emotions. Bewilderment, doubt, and a smidge of gratitude. A smile blooms on her lips. Yes, we are friends. Alright, I'll talk to you if I want to, but only if I want to. Hey, jeez. Deal! You and Chiharu are pretty weird, you know? Are we? Is this how friends talk to each other? Wait, what? She shrugs, a dust of pink on her cheeks as she glances away. You two don't act like people around here. You care too much. Is that a good thing? Should we care less? If so, then I don't care. The blush of her cheeks deepens, and Ember's eyes are adamantly anywhere but me now. She mumbles, frowning. I suppose. The silence between us grows uncomfortable. Clearing my throat, I gesture lamely towards the gate. Like, it's getting late. I'm gonna head home now. See you tomorrow, alright? Okay. With one last nod at Ember, I turn on my heels and awkwardly shuffle away. Ember's reaction makes my collar hot, but there's also a deeply satisfied feeling in the pit of my stomach. Not entirely sure what would just happened, but perhaps I had a glimpse into the minds of my clubmates. Shaking my head, I resume my trek home, having half a mind to text Chiharu, but decide against it. Why would you decide against it? Just text your friend. Yo, dum-dum, you up? What's turnip prices on your Animal Crossing village? You know, like you text your friends. With how little I slept last night, I was surprised that I managed to drag myself to school. Needless to say, I zone myself out as soon as I sit down in class, my mind a jumble of thoughts. So distracted, in fact, when I go to sit down at our usual spot for lunch, it takes me a whole 10 minutes to remember why Chiharu isn't there. Oh crap, she's trying out for the cooking club today! Quickly shoveling down whatever is served at the cafeteria today, I almost trip over myself in haste to get to where the club is supposed to meet up. Still, I manage to get lost and turn around twice before I finally find the right corridor. This must be it. Excuse me. Well, we bumped into... Oh no, a crying Chiharu. I almost get knocked to the ground when Chiharu dashes out of the room, tears streaming down her face. Chiharu, what's wrong? Not answering me, Chiharu cries even harder and dashes off. Bewildered, I give chase, calling out her name to no avail. Damn it, why is she so fast when she's upset? She's like, I'm so sad I'm gonna break the sound barrier. And she does. She does. Because she can do anything. And we're gonna find out what's wrong with her next time on Mug and Play. Because we don't want our friend to be sad. Chiharu, just give me a name. I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk. Never mind that I just have, you know, flammable things at the ready. Just give me a name, Chiharu. Who hurt you? We'll find out who it is next time on Mug and Play. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. We're gonna find who hurt Chiharu and break their legs. Thank you so much. I love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. We'll break their legs next time.